Rain. That deep red. Wow! Well, hello there. We're doing a lot of swatches today, a lot of swatches. Oden's Eye has released a second wave of collab collections with these three creators, including Judy, Annette, and the Fancy Face. I will say I am unfamiliar with the latter two, but I'm obsessed with Judy. So I'm telling you this beforehand that I'm incredibly biased towards her. So I'm very, very excited to see what's inside. Be sure to watch all of these creators' individual videos before watching mine. They know these palettes deeper than anyone. So if you end up liking me or liking this video, you can give this video a thumbs up and you can also subscribe. I would love that. The outer packaging of each of these have these little holographic details with the glint in their eye and around the palette, which is very, very Rainbow Fish of Them, which I love. That was my favorite children's book growing up. Judy's palette is called Spring Dragon. As some of y'all may or may not know, in the Lunar New Year, this is the year of the dragon. I am wearing red because it's literally Lunar New Year Day when I'm filming this. Are you kidding me? I'm very interested to feel and see how these colors apply because they're pastels, which are notoriously difficult to formulate. I like to swatch on my hand because my hand has little tiny wrinkles, as do our faces and eyes, and you can see all of the colors together. So let's do it. This first pastel green is Chun. This middle kind of shifty silver green is Moss, and this third shade is Blossom. Blossom because of the literal flower blossom, but I like to think that it is Powerpuff Girls blossom. Chun. Oh, I like the strong white base in this. That's pretty opaque. Next is Moss. Again, these metallics are easier to formulate, but ooh. And last is Blossom. Oh, gorgeous. That's the first row. The next three shades are Seedling, which is a strong white base with a mustard-leaning yellow. Plum, which looks like it's gonna be insane because it's that really flaky kind of metallic that applies really well. And next is Long. Here's Seedling. Oh, strong white base. Plum. Ooh, just as I expected. Oh! That's my favorite so far. And then Long, which is that. Swatching out Long, it has kind of a peachy shimmer to it. I wonder if you can see that on camera. The flash is kind of pinkish peach instead of just a typical champagne. As you can tell, the purpose of this video is not to go super in depth, but to show y'all to your senses. The next three shades are Petal, strong duochrome, a pink-green duochrome, and then Hua, which I do know what that means. Hua, I know means flower, and the reason I know that is because Hua Mulan. And then the last one is Flora, another version of flower. Petal to the metal. Ooh. Okay. Next is Hua, this pastel lavender. Oh, it's more like a periwinkle, actually. And next is Flora, which I feel like is anyone's, or gonna be anyone's most used shade in the palette. It doesn't really announce itself with a strong presence on my hand because it's pretty close to my skin tone. And that pink tone really comes out more because I have a pretty yellow skin tone in something color theory. The last three shades are Rain, which is bright, Dew, and Wood. I'm gonna extend down to my wrist. Here's Rain. What? I know that's coming across on camera. Next is Dew, which is a gorgeous, what undertone is that? This one has some cool toned reflection, but with a champagne base. And Wood, which is a deep brown, more on the cool toned side. And that is the Spring Dragon palette. Talented, brilliant, incredible, amazing, show-stopping, spectacular. Next palette is Annette's called Mighty Monster. It kind of looks like a basilisk. And here's the inside. Ah! This shade, Serpent Scales, come on, focus, literally looks like scales. Are you kidding? And this palette already looks like it's kind of divided by color family with the neutrals on top and then the blue-green tones. Maybe not this one, but at the bottom we have these red, orange, warm tones. So first for the neutral row, we have CBTS, which is a nice tan. Next is Electrum, which looks like it's gonna have some green in it. Oh, it actually doesn't. It is just straight gold. And next we have Abyss, which is a dark brown. And it looks like a true neutral dark brown, not cool or warm leaning. Love that. That will get a lot of use from anyone. Okay, next is this blue-green toned row. Oh, I forgot to show you all on my fingers for the first row, but this is Jormungandr, Serpent Scales, and Oceanic. Here's Jormungandr, which is a teal. Teal. Next is Serpent Scales, which is gonna be insane. Ooh. Ooh. The term magical is coming to mind. And lastly, Oceanic. Oh, there it goes. We love a palette divided by color family because you can just hit this row, no thought, and it's gonna look good. But then there's more to come. Also, I just want to show y'all what Serpent Scales looks like on my little micellar water pad when I wipe it off. It has so much pigment. Next row, Solar Burst, Ouroboros, and Ophidian. So Solar Burst, really pretty dandelion yellow. Yeah. Oh, it's such a happy shade. Next is Ouroboros, which is another one of those metallics. Why does that look literally delicious? Kind of has a lavender base with a pink flash. Hopefully it's coming across. And the last shade of this row is Obsidian. Oh, Ophidian, not Obsidian. Wow, I'm really impressed with these colors. They really hold their own. This is Ragnarok, Glow Vortex, and Midgard Gleam. I am very interested to see how Ragnarok goes because reds are notoriously difficult to formulate. They get really crumbly and don't integrate well. So let's see. Here is Ragnarok, that deep red. Wow! Good job. Good job. Those of y'all know this is incredibly difficult to find. Wow. Okay, let's go to the next one. Glow Vortex, which seems like it has a clear kind of translucent base with a pink flash. All right, last shade is Midgard Gleam. Wow. Very orange with kind of a golden yellow flash. Personally, I don't really wear orange. I don't know, I feel like I never look good in orange. And that is Mighty Monster. I'm impressed. All of the metallics and duochromes in here are so beautiful. So beautiful. And there's a neutral row. Amazing. Excellent. I'm hanging on to this whole palette just for this red. Hello, I'm heading to the Lantern Festival soon and I just wanted to show y'all that I used Ragnarok, that red from Annette's palette, as an eyeliner. Just like a super quick Lunar New Year look. Okay, in my last little bit of sunlight, let's do the last palette. This is Miss Fancy Faces palette called Earthwood, and this is what it looks like. As I guessed, there are a lot of really deep, rich shades in here. Oh yeah, the shimmers especially are a little deeper in this, which is nice. Take a good look. Take a good look. First row, Moss, Earth, and Blossom. Something about this deep emerald green, especially when it's mixed in with some black like this, it's color adjacent, but really easy to incorporate. So let's take a look. Here's Moss. It's a brown-green duochrome. Earth. And Blossom, which is gonna be a deep shimmer. Oh yes. Wow. Ooh, that's like a blue, purple, silver. These two shimmers are not neutral, but they're very approachable, and that doesn't mean that they're boring. They're just so like interesting but grounded, you know what I mean? Second row is Coast, Leaves, and Strength. So Coast is like a aquamarine shimmer metallic. Well, more like a metallic. It's that kind of looser scale flaky formula. Next is Leaves. Looks like a deep green. More like a teal, actually. This one's a little drier. It's a little drier. And last is Strength, which is a solid, really dependable bronze. There's a second row. Third row is all mattes. We have Vitality, Life, and Petal. So here is Vitality. Ooh, lavender. Next is Life, which is kind of a peachy pink. There's Life. And last is Petal, which is a cool toned kind of brown purple. Oh, that's a deep purple, not brown. There are the first 3 rows, 1 left. So the last row is Heal, Wood, and Beauty. So here is Heal, which is like a light green. Next is Wood, maybe a little, oh yeah, that's a warm tone, dark brown. And last is Beauty, which looks like it's gonna be like neon alien battery acid. And I am wrong. Okay, yes, it is very, very bright, but that is different from how I thought it would look in the pan because it is a duochrome, and that is why we need swatches. So this does have that green base that we saw in the pan, but the flash is yellow. And here's Earthen Wood. Ta-da! I love these top 2 rows. They look so good, even together. The bottom 2 perform well. I think just I'm having trouble pairing them together in my mind to create looks, but I bet Fancy Face is gonna do it in her video, so watch that if you haven't. So here are all 3 of those palettes together. You can see they have different vibes. Judy's is a cute pastel palette, but these pastels, if you're looking for a pastel palette, this is one that's gonna show up on your eyes and not just fade to white or fade to nothing. Annette's just really, it kind of blew me away. And Fancy Faces, it kind of brings these colored tones, really grounds them like earth, you know, and makes them approachable. Oh, the sun is gonna go down soon, but I still have all these lip products. Okay, let's watch them. There is one unfortunate thing about these lip products. It would have been nice to have a clear component to be able to see the product on the inside. Judy's first, we have 2 shine glosses and 1 matte lip stain, it seems like. Wow, I'm swatching these out and they are much different than I expected. So these are Judy's 3 lip products. These shine lip glosses are pigmented. Like they are colored lip products. So first in the 2 glosses, we have Buttercup, which is this warm toned orangey gloss. And then next is Dahlia, which is a pretty true pink. And then Tulips. Love a rosy lip product. Let me put some on now actually, so I don't look as dead. This is kind of reminds me of a texture similar to like those NYX soft matte lip things that were really popular a long time ago, and I reference that because I'm guessing a lot of y'all have tried that formula to know. Very like pillowy, not drying at all, of course. I just wiped a Judy's off of my hand, and this is not a lip stain. It is a pillowy lipstick. So next collection is Annette's, and it comes with 3 glosses. This is Mythic Rose, Snake Kiss, and Breath of Fire. So these are 2 shine formulas, and this is the glow formula. So here are Annette's lip shades. Gorgeous. This is Mythic Rose, which is a reddish rose shade. Next is Snake Kiss, which is like a neutral burgundy deep gloss. And last is Breath of Fire. And these 2 are the shine gloss formula, and this is the glow. And it looks like the glow has tiny, tiny, tiny shimmers in it. Maybe y'all can see it on camera. Okay, last ones are Fancy Faces. Again, we have 2 shine lip glosses and 1 glow. The shade names for these are Brilliance, Endurance, and Creativity. First, the 2 lip glosses. This is Brilliance, which is a bright orange. This is Endurance, which is like a neutral. And then last is the glow formula in Creativity. From these, the shine formula is like pigment gloss. Pigment, just the glow one is more of a sheer gloss. Done! Let me know in the comments if you're thinking of picking any of these up. If anything I showed you changed your mind for better or for worse for any of these. I really do make these videos to try and be helpful for the consumer base. I will never ever ever tell you that you have to buy something because you literally don't pretty much any time ever. If you were considering it, I want to be able to provide information that's helpful for y'all to help with that decision making. Or if you're like me, you just watch endless videos about makeup products and hardly buy anything. But that means you really do love what you get. Okay, well, that's the video. I hope y'all have just the best rest of your day. Remember that y'all are my treasure. Find the beauty in every day, but most importantly, be kind to yourselves, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!